I'm not ready to marry you now. Let's marry in 4-5 years time. What am I supposed to be doing with you for the 4-5 years? I don't know what they do. If you know what they do those times, please let me know. Thank you. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Faith Adeboye. I film about faith, relationship and lifestyle, and I'm so glad that you're joining me. If you're new here, welcome. So today we're going to be doing a very interesting topic: long-term relationship. Let's see how it goes. I want to marry you, but it's not now, it's in the future. Of course, it's not now, it's in like 4 or 5 years. What are we supposed to be doing? Is it good? Is it bad? Let's check. Please, if you have not subscribed, please do subscribe just beside my name. Thank you. Long-term relationship. It's a very sweet topic that some people might have, sides to, but I will explain. So please listen to the end. There's always this excuse of, well, we get to know each other better if we have been together for long. Like in 3 years, in 4 years, in 5 years, in 6 years. I don't know whether it is school of relationship they are going into, shall. Now let's make it relatable. Let's take real life examples. Even course of study that you study in school. When we do BSc for a particular course, that's not the end. We move into masters, probably in the same specialty. Then you dive again into PhD. You dive again into professorship. Even the professor is still doing research. They don't stop doing research. They keep doing research. So you cannot know you cannot know somebody to the greatest extent. Let me put it that way. So remove all we are there together because we want to know each other. It doesn't work. More so, practical is more than theory. It's what you get inside. So Yoruba people will say, it's when you get there, you will know that what you were doing before it doesn't count so much. So yeah, practical is actually more than theory. I've studied Bible characters. I don't know if you have others. And it was always, he took a wife. Isaac took her to wife. Boaz took Ruth to wife. There was no, they delayed for many years. They tried to, please, if you're hearing any noise, I'm sorry. They tried to wait for 2 years or 3 years before they decided that, this person is the one. No. According as God led them, they took her to wife. And I know you come and tell me, we've been told to marry our friend. If you've watched my video on could he be the one, friend zoning, right? I explained such. Marry your friend. I'm going to put the link in the description box below. If you have not watched it, please do. Marry your friend doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be somebody in your space already. Now I just like to make things relatable. Tell me, the person that is your friend now, did you meet, did God bring both of you together to the world together, or on this? What am I even saying? All I'm trying to say is there is a meeting point for who to meet. The friend you have now, you met her in school, whether in uni. So when you got to uni, you now met each other, you now became friends. You met in church. There's always a meeting point, and you will still move higher in life, and you will continually meet people. You will continually make friends as God wants it. So relax. It doesn't just really have to be somebody in your space. If you leave everything to God, He knows how to do the divine meeting, and that's just how it's going to work. So I feel like that's when non-profitable talks enter. You're in a long relationship for 4 years or 3 years. Don't judge me. Some of you are going to misunderstand this, but I'm going to still say it. That is when non-profitable talks enter. What have you eaten? So what have you not? Now you're not going to. No basic reason. Now let's ask, why did you start the relationship? All the people of let's see where it goes. It's not because of loneliness. Was that not the reason? Recently people started saying, why do you, I don't think it's recent, but then I just got the understanding somehow. Why do you want to marry? See, I've come to know that marriage can be a routine work. Take it or leave it. You get married, you get home, you wake up as a wife and cook for your husband or probably and your children. You go to work, you come back, you do the do that you do in the other room. PG rated, thank you. And you sleep, you wake up, you cook, you go to church, do the normal basic things that both of you do. And the cycle just goes. Routine work. Why? What keeps your marriage busy is the fact that you have something busy that joined both of you together. You have a vision, you have a purpose, you have it as at the back of your mind that this marriage of mine is a ministry. I'll keep saying that. If you don't, you must believe it by the grace of God. So marriage can be a routine. If you don't also have a reason why you are entering a relationship, which is for marriage, which is also for for you to be an helpmeet to his vision, because he has found the purpose of God for his life. While I've said what purpose is in my my recent video, if you've not watched it, I will still put it in the description below. If he has found a path to fulfill purpose of his own life, then your work in that vision has to be revealed to you. Except you want to make your life just like a routine work. Nothing to do. What have you eaten? Then you will now start to miss each other. I miss you. Before. It's our body firewood. Somebody you talk to every time. Somebody you're emotionally attached to. You want to see each other. God will not help you. You will not be in the same environment with the person. Then you now say it wasn't our fault. We did not. Then you now probably go to visit, and then you did not use sense. Larry Sawyer used to say have sense, so I'm permitted to say that. You did not use sense to also visit. You now stay. You go and look for a secluded area. See, unconsciously you start to have sexual talks, whether you like it or not. Whether when you are talking almost every night, this and that, no basic reason, there's nothing profitable to discuss. In your subconsciousness, you will start having dreams of the person, and when it is all tailored to I miss you, I do this, what have you eaten, I can't wait to have you, I can't wait to see you, which is very rampant now in so many young relationships. Let's not even deceive ourselves, okay? Unconsciously you start to have sexual talks. In your dreams you start to have it. Just like that. It has worked for some due to some factors. I know we have great stories of people nowadays that have been together for long and then they finally joined in orderly matrimony. But I'm very sure that theirs have been very purposeful. Like I said, why are you in a relationship? Why are you getting married? Theirs have been full of discipline. Rules have been put together. See, in that relationship that you feel like, oh, I have put rules, and you're not ready to get married in 2-3 years, don't tempt God, is what the Bible says. Don't. Those people that have done so, they have had reasons why they were doing so. They've had leaders over them. They've had accountability partners over them that are able to guide them, and then they are not falling into temptation whatsoever, which is even just by God's grace. They are working towards their future home. They discuss how. There's so much business in their relationship. There is somebody I know on Facebook, which I know some of you might know, Alison. I don't know how to pronounce his name. And is it Madam Chocolate? That's not her real name, but I feel like that's what her husband to be, I'm sure they're getting married soon, calls her. There is so much busyness in their lives. They have their personal, they have their personal space fulfilling God's plan for their lives. The man is doing what he's supposed. He is so busy. It is not all full of I miss you, I love you, I can't wait to have you, I can't wait to do this. But no, that's what many relationships are actually doing right now. They don't have anything keeping them busy. Emotional attachment will be there, even if it is the fact that you're courting for 6 months. I won't even lie to you. These things happen. You get to, when you're already in love with somebody, there's just this connection you want to have with the person. But the joy of settling down soon helps you wait as God wants. When you are like, oh, by God's grace, I'm going to get married in 2 years, in 3 months or in a month, that remembrance, the assurance inside of you makes you wait. What you cannot eat now, don't smell it. It activates hunger. Okay? And what do you do when you're hungry? It keeps, you keep going to it. You keep, even if you don't get to eat that food now, it's stuck in your subconscious mind, and probably that's all what you're all going to be thinking of, except until you get it. And that's what drives people to fall into temptations of sexual sins. Now let's talk. He has promised to marry you. You are now 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. Something now happens. He now says no, or she says no. You have been stuck for 7 years, and the problem is not going to be, how do I move on? I've given him all my life. Well, 7 years is not all your life, it's just part. I've said my past participle. Okay. My future tense, I've explained everything to him. How am I supposed to move on? It was my all in all. When God was supposed to be your all in all. I love relationship too. Don't come and tell me because I have no whatever. You're now stuck. It's very difficult to now move on. That's why you now say men has come. Ladies are these. They don't know the plan. Of course, why won't it be like that? It's definitely going to be difficult for you to move on to somebody else. You can't study somebody for that long. That's not a good excuse to say you're in a long-term relationship. If you're not ready, then wait. Befriend people while waiting. Be good friends. Study. Prepare. Individually. Do things. Don't just put yourself in don't put yourself in a cage and then you now start to regret. Then you now say men has come, this or this. It now becomes difficult for you to actually, I don't know why I keep saying this. It becomes difficult for you to move on. See, there are still good men out there. If you have been in that position whereby somebody has broken your heart, you've been together for 2, 3, 4, 5 years and the person has moved on to marry somebody else and all that, there are still good men out there. Just wait. Self-value should make you know what you deserve, and do not settle. Don't settle for less. Even if you're going to go to the part of the signs to know, even after you've entered the relationship already, we'll discuss that later. I feel like the problem is not even the signs. The problem is the fact that you don't want to accept the signs, even when you know the person is not the one. But because you've stayed so many years in that relationship, you have toyed and toyed, and you cannot reap. It's not paining you. You want to reap what. Every vision has an appointed time. I still love my favorite Bible verse from Songs of Solomon. Let love ripen. Do not awaken love until it is ripened. If it is not time, it's not time. When you eat something sour, you throw it away, and that is what happens to most of the long-term relationships. Because even if it is the right person and you meet the person at the wrong time, it becomes sour in your mouth, and then you want to throw it away. Of course. Picture a scenario whereby you eat a fruit that is not ripened, even if it is the fruit you want. That's what happens to love. That's what happens to relationships. Even when you are meant for each other, please prepare. So I won't come to say it is good or it is bad, but the bad sides of it should open your eyes to the fact that you can't wait. If you know that you are very emotionally, attached and many things like that, you can't wait. God is bringing him or her. If your story is going to be that so many factors have made you, probably you're in a relationship now and it's been so many years, but then some factors have added to the fact that it has elongated, you know the reasons, please keep sexual purity at arm's length. Let it be close to your heart, that you're not offending God in any way. Keep your visions together. Review those things. To see how it goes. No, they will not use you to see how it goes. When I'm saying people that are already in a relationship that is long term and has some other factors making it long term, it means that they have acknowledged that this person they are with is the one they are going to marry. It is God's will for them. If you are not in that category and you don't know your space, you don't know your space in somebody's life, they're just using you to do, let's see how it goes. They will not even use any of my people to do, let's see how it goes. Cut off. Let them go and know what to do with their life before they come and meet you. Come and be doing, let's see how it goes. It's not good for your health. It's not good for your emotions. You keep looking for what is not there. If you want to know who the one is, it's not by testing or going into different relationships. The revealer of secrets is Jesus Christ. Having a relationship with the Holy Spirit is another level. And then he reveals to you. See, I love there's this woman I love so much. And when she was sharing a part of our story about how she found the will of God in marriage, she was telling us that there was a prayer she prayed. I'm going to give it to you freely now. That God opened her to see the past and the future of this person. In that way, you don't necessarily have to be with the person for 4-5 years before getting to know who he is. You already know what he's going to. You already know God has shown you his weak points. God has shown you this is his future. God has shown you this and this. Those things make you be at rest. The only thing that makes people say they want to be in a relationship with the person, to know the person very well, is because they don't know what the person is going to be in the future. They are very scared that, let's see if he is angry. He has the spirit of anger. Let's see if he's compatible with me. Why not meet the God of compatibility? Compatibility, yes, I got it. Is that think on whatever things are true, whatever things are pure, whatever things are honest. Think on these things. If you're in a relationship that is lasting for so long because of the factors that are accustomed with it, let this Bible verse be at the back of your minds, the both of you, that you must not allow sin, and most especially sexual sin. I won't say most especially, but that's mostly the sin that is very, very rampant in relationships. I hope this has blessed you. Thank you so much for listening to me, and please do share and subscribe if you haven't. I'm so blessed to have you here. I'm very grateful for the number of subscribers I have. Only this is God and you also. So please keep sharing and drop your comments. What do you know? What do you think about long-term relationships? Thank you so much. Till next time.